Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, and a few other things as well. Goes unsaid. I'm here today to do the monthly general reading for the month of August 2018 for the sign of Scorpio. So welcome all you Scorpios. Let's get into your shuffle. Oh, before I even begin, today from Intuitive Candles, compliments of Intuitive Candles, I am burning lemon meringue pie. Right here, you can just see it on camera a little bit. For those that are new, these are 100% soy-based candles, all handcrafted, and not harmful to your health, a 40-plus hour clean burn, wonderful scents, everything you can think of under the sun. They're running and continuing with their 10% promotional, 10% off your order special. So if you do decide to go and buy yourself a candle from Intuitive Candles, or 2 or 3 or 4, what was I going to say? Use the promotional code BOFF10. It's Bay of Fundy Fortunes and the number 10 for 10% off. So go to intuitivecandles.com. Use your promotional code. All right, so let's get into your shuffle. For those that are new, let's start by saying this is for your sun sign, rising, and moon signs. It always is with me. All right. And those that are new, it's a 5-card spread. First card is your overall energy. Second card is your wealth and finances. Third card is your hearth, your home, and intimate love. The fourth card, if there should be any challenges for August. And your fifth and final card is your message from Spirit. This is a general reading which may or may not resonate with you in a personal way as well. If you want personal, everything to be just for you, that requires a private reading. The information for that's found down below the video window in the Show More section. One more run through. One more. And then I'll call Pendulum in and consult with Pendulum to see if these are indeed your cards, Scorpio. It's all for good reading. We find good anyways. It's not that we ignore the bad. We're very well-grounded people. Or you are, Scorpio, usually well-grounded. You don't walk around with your head in the clouds, that's for sure. So, if there's good to be found, it'll show itself. As this deck stands, are the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for this general free public reading for the sign of Scorpio for the month of August 2018. Are the top 5 cards, the cards for Scorpio's monthly reading. I'm getting a big fat yes right off the get-go. Thank you, Lilith. You may rest. Thank you. And there she goes. All right, I'm going to pull you guys down a bit, pull the camera down so you can see the spread. I can get my glasses opened. Oh, there we go. That's a relief. Very first card. Okay, your overall energy. Oh, well, he's never fallen in that place before. This should be interesting. Knight of Cups. Proposals. Card number 2. Wealth and finances. 10 of Wands. Responsibility. Card number 3. Your hearth, your home, your love. 6 of Swords and calm. It's a nice card. Card number 4. Your challenges. The Vortex. And your final card in your message from Spirit, card number 5. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Booyah! The sun. Happiness. Yay! Time to celebrate. That is your 5-card spread for August. Okay. There we go. All right, we'll put you guys off to the side. Very first card. What are you doing here? This is my Fabio of the ocean. the wind blowing in his hair and his chiseled jaw. I can't help it. That's what I say every time I see this guy. This is a person that, here's the message. He's a person that thinks he's going to get by in life just based on his looks and personality. Here's your message for the month of August. Don't think that way about anything, especially for you, for yourself, that your personality is going to get you through anything that comes up or that you encounter, or your looks, or your luck, this sort of a thing. Yes, we can all have luck on our side, but with this is a card that implies to me, every card is, I can pick this up 10 times today, and every time I pick it up, it's going to have something different to say. But this is a card of, I'm hearing cutting corners, thinking nobody's going to notice. Yes, they will. I'm hearing slacking off, making excuses. Oh, I'm too tired, I'm too hungry, I'm too hot, I don't feel like it. A lot of that is going to go on in the very beginning of the month, but you're going to be called on it real quick. You're not going to be able to bluff your way through anything for the month of August. I just heard you got to keep it real, baby. You got to keep it real. Keep your feet on the ground. Remain grounded. Remain logical. And realize that the best things in life don't come easy at all. That's why we're so hungry to taste these things, metaphorically. The things that we want the most, the things that we feel passion for that we don't have, that we want to covet, we want to own, we want to bring to us. And it's okay to be that way. But you got to do something to make it happen, for the most part. Lucky for you today that I'm doing your reading here first, because in the group on Facebook, and he's shown up twice this week. And today the message was still beautiful. But the Magician, all right? There is the power of manifestation. But even that's going to take some input from you. You need to ask. You need to sit down and have a little chat with the universe. This card, too, is all about letting your mind float off. A lot of fantasizing going on. Again, you need to keep your feet on the ground. That's the main message. Also, for you that are already grounded, watch out for other people that are like this. All right? If they come to you and they make a proposal of some kind, you need to question it. You need to bite your tongue. Tell that person, I'll think about it. Give me time to think about it. I'll see. I'm not sure. Whatever. And if you think there might be something valid to this proposal, this offer, like they're doing you some kind of big favor, if you think there could be some truth ringing through it, then sit back, if you have the luxury of time on your side, and watch and wait and see what manifests. That'll be your giveaway right there. All right. Moving on to card number 2. We're looking at your finances and wealth and 10 of Wands, and this is the overwhelm card of tarot, of this deck. It is overwhelmed. You are going to be overwhelmed with a sense of responsibility. Somebody's had responsibility laid right on a tray and handed it right to them and said, here, it's yours. You deal with it. You take care of it. I'm hearing a will. The executor doesn't want to be the executor anymore, and they're laying it all on you. How to divvy up this will, the way it's supposed to be carried out, carrying out the wishes of the deceased. It wasn't supposed to be you at all. But all of a sudden, it's all on you. The other person is just, they wash their hands of it. There's too much infighting going on within the people that are on this will, and now you are left to deal with it. So you're overwhelmed with responsibility here. The deceased was somebody that was close to you. You were close to them. You looked up to them. You respected them. In your own way, you love them. You don't want to dishonor their wishes, and you want to do your best to carry through with this. And you'll be paying yourself last as far as your own bank account goes. Everybody will get their just dues, whatever is due to them. And then there's you at the very end. Leave yourself to the end and do it quietly. Because you are going to have some money for yourself to deal with because of all this. Set your boundaries right off the get-go. You can let everybody know, I'm handling this. I'm dealing with this. It doesn't need to be what I was just talking. It could be any other situation at all. You may not be happy about it, but it's going to bring you some good dividends in the end. Whatever this is that you have to take over. Think smart. Is all you have to do is take your time, bide your time, and think smart. And for some of you, there's pressures at home, and there's pressures on the job as well right now. Sometimes with this, and you feel responsibility. The pressures at work, some of you, one or two of you, may be feeling like throwing in the towel and just walking right there in that moment. But that's the thing. This is just a moment. Don't make long-term plans based on an emotional moment, a moment of stress. You've got responsibilities, and you can't meet them if you're not working. And if you left, how quickly could you get another job to replace it? And go through all the newness of a new job, and it's exhausting, and it's draining. Don't get emotional. Remain practical with this card. All right? Because this is a 10 as well, it also implicates the ending and the completion of something. For somebody, falling into your financial sector. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, I'm not getting anything on that. Also, just a little bit of a flag up here. Don't allow other people to drain your energy as well. You be the captain of your own ship. All right? Anybody trying to mess around with your head, add more pressure and stress to you than you're already under, thinking you could handle it because you look pretty cool about everything, you know, give them a mop and tell them to go down the other end of the boat and swab the deck. Don't take it. Don't put up with it. Now, your third card, your hearth, your home, your love. You got the Six of Swords, and it's all about calm. And my goodness, you're really, really sucking up the calm. Because some of you are really stressed out. Beginning to the middle of the middle of the month of August here. But this card here, it's here to tell you, now's the time for calm waters. Some of you may have just gone through some major upheavals in your life. Transitions, changes. Some of you may be saying, I'm out of here. I'm taking the next boat out of here. For a long vacation, a very peaceful, restful vacation. And you literally could be taking trips over water. Maybe it's a cruise. And maybe you're just going to a local island, not far from you, where you would take a ferry to get there. But yes, others are moving on in positive ways today. This is, you're saying this is where the buck stops. There could be new work on the horizon for somebody. And some of you will be prioritizing just what's important to you. And leaving behind, taking only what's necessary from your life and carrying it with you. There's going to be a pocket of things left behind, and even people. They no longer serve any purpose, these things and these people in your life. They are unrelevant to you in every way, shape, and form. You don't need the extra heavy load. You're going to feel lighter emotionally and intellectually. You will feel lighter once you shave a bit off your life that isn't relevant, things that aren't, relevant anymore, which includes people no longer serving you any purpose. You're not serving them any purpose, and your plate is full. It's time to skim some off the sides. So now we have your advice. I always write the advice, usually, not every card has them, but the advice and the keywords directly out of the book per card, because they are important. They summarize and they highlight, and they're just an important guideline. So that's why I do them. Not everybody would, but I do. The advice of this card is for you to be open to change and to go with the flow. Just that simple. Just ride along with that tide and don't go against the current. Unless you really have to, and then that's going to mean more work for you. But try to take the easy way out without shirking the job, without doing it half-assed, putting everything of yourself into it. Putting your head down, you just tuck it down and away you go. Get her done. Get her done. Get her done. Keywords are journeys, moving on, immigration, not I-M, but E-M, meaning going into probably a country that you've never been before. This could be your time off, your vacation. You're taking a cruise or something to someplace you've never been before, and it can be wonderful for you. It'd be like sailing into a safe haven, and that's what you're looking for. I just want to float in, sail into a nice safe haven, and pull up to safe harbor and have a safe vacation. Keywords, resolution, and protection come with this card as well. It's just showing here that your home life is going to be okay. It truly is going to be okay. Moving on in positive ways. You know, if there was something going on at home that was, there was animosity there, negativity there, that's all being lifted away now. All right? The edges are being softened. Good card. Now, this card here, your challenges. Your challenges. Got the vortex. All about temptation. Trying to say no to something that you're screaming that you want. I want it so bad. I can taste it. I can taste it. Being tested as well. Somebody may be attracted to something or someone. They are not for you. You know why? Because they're no good for you. It's no good for you. It does not bode well. Back up and away. But focus your attention on something else or somebody else. This is not a good situation. The overall meaning of this card, there's two things. One of them is affairs of the heart, and the other one is addictions. And that includes being addicted to people or being addicted to love. And some people are. That honeymoon period. They're with somebody, they fall in love with them, and it's all wonderful, and it's all dreamy, and they're rocking on cloud 10. And then cloud starts to dissipate a bit. You're coming into normal now. Doesn't really feel like cloud 10 is. I'm bored. I'm bored. Next thing you know, you're broken up. And you're quite pleased about it. Bittersweet, but pleased in a way because you get to do this all over again with somebody else. The honeymoon period. Doesn't bode any well for you either in the bigger picture. Not well at all. Some of you are feeling possibly trapped by your job or by a relationship. Feeling powerless to make the changes. The things that really, really, really irk you every day in your life, that just grind your last nerve, and you keep saying in your head to yourself, any minute now I'm going to lose it. Any minute now. You've been saying this any minute now for a long, long time. But you're afraid. There's fear there. Afraid to really let it go. Try a different approach. Instead of having an explosion, try to go about it and approach it from a different angle, a much calmer, much reasonable way of tackling this problem. Some of you are feeling like you have no control over a situation or your life. Some of you are drowning in lust, which could be, the addiction side of things, right? Because you lust for whatever is your drug. And I don't mean just hardcore drugs. Your drug could be food. Your drug could be old habits. You know what I'm saying? But yes, it could be drugs and alcohol as well. Here's the thing with this card. For those of you sincerely wanting to get control back again, you got to look here. This is all a metaphor. See how calm the water is here? It's calm and it's blue. Look how close they are to it. Look at that. Go ahead. You've got nothing to lose for some of you at this point. Make that big step forward and find yourselves in calmer water. And you're going to be angry, and I'll tell you why. Because you're going to be saying, if I thought it was going to be this easy to get rid of this, to end this, to move on from this, I would have done this a long time ago. You're angry about the time you wasted. It's going to be easier than you think. Let that be your encouragement, and let everything else fall by the wayside. It doesn't matter as long as you've made that step to conquer that, to make that change, whatever it means for you. Somebody may have to make or break an agreement with somebody else. This could be a company that you're making, that you made an agreement with, and now you have to break the agreement. You can't, for some reason, honor your end of it. So step forward, have your integrity about you, and do things in the proper channel. Cancel it out. Break the agreement. Renege on the agreement, whatever it's going to take. Now's the time for you. Once you start making these movements forward and making change, everything is about choice. The choices are all up to you. It's up to you. All right. Once you take those first initial steps, then you're going to take your power back for most of you. Dealing with anything that's challenging you for the month of August, the first couple steps forward, that's all it's going to take. Your keywords are control, power, affairs, restrictions, and addictions. There's a lot of challenges for those that this applies to. It's not going to resonate with everybody, you know. It's not like the good cards only resonate with 5 people and the bad cards resonate with everybody. It's only a few people. It's not the end of the world. And for those of you going through that, here's your happily ever after. For August, look at that. What a sight for sore eyes. What a beauty. Some of you are going to come through what you're dealing with here. And there is going to be a celebration. You're going to feel like celebrating. It's a beautiful thing. This is a very joyful card. This is a very happy card. It predicts happiness. It predicts rest for those of you going on that trip. It predicts a feeling of safety, a feeling of peace, contentment. What a beautiful feeling that is. And finding success in the new things that are coming up in your life. And we all have new things coming up every day. And you're going to find some good things in the new things. You can see that very well, can you, from back there? It's a gorgeous card. Some of you, like the boy, are going to keep your guard up, be a little apprehensive. But most of you, like the girl, are going to trust and be opened to the wonderful things that are going to come your way here. She's wide open. He's ready to bolt at any minute now. The sign of one thing going wrong, he's out of there. But yet he can't help but be drawn in and look. He wants that too. He wants the blessings. He wants the good stuff. But as some people would be, they'd be leery. They'd be holding back a little bit. Putting safety first, protecting their heart, protecting inside, protecting their spirit. And that's okay. That is okay. Good things are still going to come to you. Either way. They won't chase you down. Don't think that they will. As long as you're there and you say, okay, you agree, you're receptive, you're going to see some good things happening for you. August is going to be, from what I can tell, a pretty good month. So your advice is to be grateful for any successes that come your way. Take the rest and recuperation and enjoy the harmony that is around you. It's your happily ever after card. It really is. For August, keywords are growth and children, joy, protection, holidays, success, and that beautiful word again, contentment. And this was your reading, Scorpio. For the month of August, my eyes. Yes, I already mentioned about private readings. You know how to maneuver and get yourself there. if you want a private reading. I use the email that you see there for everything, and I try to get your readings just as quickly as I can. Right now, we're looking at 4 to 5 days out, and I got a feeling I'm going to have to change that and make it into a full week if things keep getting as busy as they are. It's wonderful. The people are invested and they want to know. And tarot comes along, and spirit gets involved, and the guides get involved, and readings are beautiful. They really are. They're realistic, they're grounded, but there's beauty in them too. There's always hope. Anyways, thank you so much. If you want to join us on Facebook, it's open invitation to a closed group. That's what this is. It's a private group. Anything that goes on in there stays in there, full of like-minded people like me, like you. It's a very comfortable, relaxing place to be. It's not over busy. Every time you click in there, there's like 50 new posts, and it isn't like, it's very calm. You've got a nice flow, a calm tide that goes on in there. Please join us. For the rest of you, if you're looking for me, if you don't find me right here in Bay of Fundy Fortunes, you'll find me down below at the cove, walking along the water's edge on the beach that brings in the highest tides on the whole planet, the beautiful and the bountiful Bay of Fundy. No matter where you find me, because I live in this part of the world, you're always going to catch me having one eye waiting for the next tide. Keep the peace in and share the love out. The best wishes for you for August. Have fun.